I recently placed an order with Anglican House Publishers, which is the publisher of the ACNA, to get one of these. This is their traditional language edition of the 2019 Book of Common Prayer. And while I was perusing their website, I found that they had some of the contemporary language versions for just $10 plus shipping. So I decided to throw in my order. Now, there are some caveats. There's a reason these are just $10. I think the typical going price is around $31, $32. It's about what I paid for this. So what do you get for $10? Well, you get the third printing of the prayer book, which has some issues. And if you want to get an idea of what changed in the fourth printing and on that you're not getting with this, watch Reverend Ben Jeffrey's video on the fourth printing, which is very informative, and I'll link to that. But the biggest thing is the binding. There's been changes to how the binding's done, especially with the liner. So this liner, it's kind of thin. It's a thin paste down liner, and you see that crease there. That is, it seems, the weak point. Apparently these are coming apart for some people, and the publisher has replaced some of these copies. And it does, just looking at that and how thin that is, I can understand that will probably split and come apart for me too. Another thing is it is a flat spine instead of a curved spine, which you can see on this traditional language version, the difference. This is also, as far as I can tell from looking it over, it is just a glued binding. I don't see any signatures or signs that it's sewn. This does have a sewn binding. I would assume then the newer contemporary versions also do, but I don't know for sure. I know the more kind of premium-ish ones do, like the one that R. Grant Jones reviewed in his video, which has the kind of full leather cover. But yeah, you're getting a less durable BCP for about a $20 savings. The other thing that Reverend Jeffries noted is this cover, while it's durable, it's I think he put it not handsome. That's a good way to put it. I don't know if I can show you real well. It's got this really kind of knobby texture. It's not as smooth as that. I think you can kind of see that with the lighting. And perhaps this isn't as durable. I was thinking, I just recently got like this little plastic razor scraper from Amazon for some projects around the house. I was thinking, like, if I run that on here and push in, no damage. I think if I did that on here and really pushed in, some of these little knobbies would come right off with the scraper. So that's it. So for $10, you're getting something that may need a little repair work, but if you're interested in one of these, and maybe you're not going to use it every Sunday or every day, perhaps that's a good value. I am not an Anglican. I'm not in the ACNA. Wouldn't be opposed to it, but my wife's not an Anglican. Well, neither am I, but I did a video on that on my other channel a while back. I'm mostly interested in this, the traditional version. I primarily use the 1928 American BCP for daily prayer, but this has some things it doesn't have, like Compline and Midday, which is nice. I used the Compline last night, found it very helpful. This is more like curiosity reference. I collect prayer books, and this is such a kind of an iconic one, being the first prayer book of the ACNA. I wanted to have a copy, and I do, and I didn't have to spend a lot. So I'll just try to be careful with it, and I think what I'll do is I'll reinforce this on both the front and back with some book repair tape. This is a really strong tape here that I'll try to cut it and make it look pretty nice as I can, that should help reinforce that and keep it from coming apart over time. So that's what I'll do. I think that's about everything I wanted to say. Yeah, these are big. I'll say that, and maybe at some point I'll do a video on more on this and how I'm using it as I get familiar with it. But yeah, they're big. This is like one of my smaller 28 BCPs. I mean, obviously you're getting much bigger printing, and this is the one that I use daily, and yeah, quite a difference. So they do have an abridged version of this, which is smaller, but no abridged version of the traditional language version so far. Uh, Anyways, that's all I had. Oh, you know what? Before I go, I will show you where to find it because it's not super obvious looking at their website. Uh, so here's an old phone. So if you go to AnglicanHousePublishers.org and we go to the menu, I'm doing this on mobile, so look a little different on desktop. We go to Shop and we go to the Book of Common Prayer. And these are the Pew editions. So we're looking for the single Pew edition, the contemporary version. So not the deluxe. Here we go. Pew edition, single copies, buy now. And they just kind of have it noted in here as you look down. Special offer, discounted BCP Pew edition with random defects. That's this. And you can see it's $10. Third printing, and they note they found random defects in the bindings of the third printing. $10 plus shipping. It is complete and up to date, no returns. So there you go. And looking back, here's the, so yeah, you're saving almost $22 going with this. I don't know what the shipping is just for that, but I was already placing an order, so you know, it was well worth throwing one of these in the order. And I think, yeah, great buy for $10. So anyways, yeah, if you want to know more about the differences, again, look at Ben Jeffrey's video. And yeah, thanks for watching. God bless. Have a wonderful day, friends.